Mr. Cecil Lewis is chairman of the Milford Haven Development Committee, and for the last 12 years has been working hard in the town hall trying to make sure that Milford Haven gets a future. Are you now certain, Mr. Lewis, that Milford Haven is going to get one?
Well, yes, we feel very happy now that these developments, these oil developments, and Milford Docks Company, once they get royal assent to the bills they have in front of Parliament, will bring security to Milford Haven.
And this is the view of all the members of your
This
committee?
is the unanimous view of the Council.
What will this mean in the way of reassurance about employment in the area?
Well, it's going to create prosperity, security and prosperity for the whole of the inhabitants of the town. There's going to be no fear of redundancy in other industries that we have here, and it will also supplement the fishing industry of the town.
And this has been badly needed for some time?
Definitely, yes.
For 200 years, the history of Milford Haven has been a history of ups and downs. First, it might have been a whaling port. It failed. And then an Atlantic terminal, but Southampton and Liverpool were developed. With all these projects that are now coming about, is the town going to be big enough to hold it all?
Well, we are hoping that our boundaries will be increased.
Yes.
And that will allow us to play our full part in servicing these developments.
And what about jobs?
Well, there's ample opportunity and ample room for more jobs in this town.
For 200 years, the history of Milford Haven then has been a history of ups and downs. First, it might have been a whaling port. That failed. And then it might have been an Atlantic terminal, and that didn't come off either. Is the town now going to be big enough, Mr. Lewis, to manage this huge oil development?
Well, we do hope that our boundary is going to be increased to allow us to play a big part in the servicing of these new industries.
You need more space.
We definitely do.
And what about jobs?
Well, we need more jobs. We have the labour, and I think that with the advent of these industries, they will all be absorbed.
For 200 years, Milford has a history of ups and downs. First, it might have been developed as a whaling port, and that didn't come off. And then it was to have been developed as an Atlantic terminal. That didn't come off either. And now, Mr. Lewis, with all these oil developments, is the town going to be big enough now that it has its chance? For 200 years, Milford Haven has a history that's been a history of ups and downs. First, it might have been developed as a whaling port, and then as an Atlantic terminal. Both those projects failed. Now it's got oil developments on its hands, huge ones. Mr. Lewis, is the town going to be big enough? In what way has your business changed recently, Mr. Hyde?
Well, before this project was thought of, it was chiefly commercial. And 11 o'clock at night, in the bar, for instance, most of the residents, what should we say, 70% of the residents were commercial travellers. Today, you find in the bar at 11 o'clock it's the reverse position. We haven't got the 70% commercial travellers, because they can't get in the hotel because we fill up with big businessmen. And therefore, we must have more hotels in Milford Haven. Not only in Milford Haven, but definitely in Pembrokeshire. There's not any hotel accommodation that it's needed.
Are there any plans for putting more hotels up?
I think on the eruption of enlarging this hotel, I believe they're running another 28 bedrooms. What's 28 bedrooms? They're people coming.
Now, with the oil prospects attracting so many people to Milford Haven, would you say there are enough hotels here?
No, definitely not.
Are there any plans to put more up?
I think we're standing there is quite considerable distance from having 28 bedrooms.
Any other plans in the town?
Not that I know.
That's it. Now, with oil prospects bringing and attracting so many people to Milford,